So when we want to create Zoom links for things like virtual school in case of a quarantine or a lockdown, what we want to do is we want to have a recurring Zoom link. For the most part, you all have recurring Zoom links because you've used them for previous shutdowns, previous quarantines, things like election day, and so forth. However, if you do not have one, you can schedule a meeting, and this will be the same link for all of the things that you do. So the easiest thing to call a topic would be class virtual meeting. What you want to do is you want to make it a recurring meeting, and you want to make it with no fixed time. Don't worry about the length, the time, all that stuff. Just make it a recurring meeting with no fixed time. If you want, you put the waiting room on, which is recommended. That way, if kids show up early, you can leave them in the waiting room, or if they're not on the right time for their office hours or things like that, you could leave that in the waiting room. You could allow them to join anytime, but basically what that means is they can show up whenever they want, but they're going to be stuck in a waiting room, so it doesn't matter. You still have to let them in. The big thing is requiring authentication to join for student and staff Zooms. You must have it be signed into Scarsdale Schools. If it's for a parent Zoom, it would just be signed into Zoom. But for students, sign into Scarsdale Schools. If you would like, you could have them muted upon entry. You could also put in here any teacher aides, co-teachers, things like that, so that they could be alternate hosts. Then you will save it. When you have this, easiest thing to do is don't add it to Google Calendar this way. Just copy this link. So you highlight it, copy it, and then you go to Google Calendar. And when you're in Google Calendar, what you do is you create a new event. It's going to create that event ahead of the time that you're at right now, but that doesn't matter. Let's say class check-in. I know that that's not going to happen Monday the 30th at 10:30 a.m. I know that that's going to happen at 8:45, and that's going to go to 9. So I'm going to set it from 8:45 to 9. I'm not going to add my guests just yet. Those will be my student emails. But what I will do is I will click on location, and I will paste, and I will click on description, and I will paste. I'm just pasting in the link that I just copied from Zoom. You do not need to add video conferencing. You do not need to make this a Zoom meeting. This is a Zoom meeting already. It already is a video conference meeting because you pasted these in. Then all you do is you press save. And that's your check-in. Then I would create another one, and I would say, class virtual lesson. Same thing. I would look at the date. I would say this is going to go from 9 to 11:15. Now, if it doesn't actually say 11:15 in there, you just manually type it in. Make sure you put the AM so it doesn't make it an 11:15 p.m. event. Add location, paste, add description, paste. Again, you're not pressing video conferencing. You're not pressing make it a Zoom meeting. It is a Zoom meeting. If you were to paste these things in and then press the Zoom meeting button, it would make a second link and it would cause confusion. You're pasting in the Zoom link. So it already is a Zoom meeting. Then you just press save. Now you see I have my 2 right there. This is the rinse and repeat. So then class virtual lesson. This would be PM, let's say. Change the time. We know that this is going to go from 12:45 to 3. And you notice it doesn't have it, so we just manually type it in. Location, paste, description, paste, save. I am not inviting guests yet on purpose. I'm creating the meeting. I'm not worrying about where these things are because I'm going to change the time. Class check-in. And I know that this is going to be from 3 p.m. to 3:15. Again, location, paste, description, paste, press save. We're not making it a Zoom meeting, we're just pressing save. So now I have these 4 in here. I can come back to the first one and I can edit this and I could paste in the guests. And then I would save. I can come back over here, paste in the guests and save. What I can also do is when I come in here to edit, if I know that we're going to be closed for a few weeks, I have this one set. After I have my guests in here, let's pretend I'm going to invite myself. What I can then do is then I can do the repeat. And I can say, you know what, I'm going to repeat this every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I know this is going to be for 2 weeks, so I'm going to have this end let's see, we're going to say this is the first week, this is the second week. I'm going to have this end on Sunday the 13th. Now that works because I'm only having a repeat Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So it'll end on the proper Friday. And then I click done. I have my time, I have my link, and these are the same links. And I can tell because my meeting ID is the same. It ends in 9414. It ends in 9414. It's the same link. I don't need to add any additional conferencing to it. It's there. I have my guest list. I'm going to press save. For K1 and 2, you don't send the invitations because they don't have email. For 3, 4, and 5, you would press send. I'm going to say don't send. And then you see it automatically populates this across for the week and the second week. So you're making your one Zoom link, which is this meeting. All you're doing is copying this link. You're not copying the invitation. You're not adding it to Google Calendar. Just copy the invite link. That is it. After you copy the invite link, then you come back to Google Calendar and you make your AM check-in, your AM virtual, your PM virtual, and then your PM check-in, pasting the link into the location and description. That is it. You are not making it a Zoom meeting. You are not adding a video conferencing. And then you add your guests as needed, and you have it repeat as needed. As always, let me know if there are any questions and how I can help, and feel free to reach out if you want me to double check your Zoom links with you. Thank you.